So I started out. My first song ever. The first song I ever released was a song that I wrote inspired by my grandmother, and it was a special thing for me to put a song out about my grandmother because she was one of the most special ladies in the world to me. And I found out that she had Alzheimer's several years ago. I lost her about a year ago, but several years ago, found out that she had Alzheimer's. And when I heard that, when I found out that she was really getting worse with Alzheimer's, I was torn up because that's your grandmother. That's like the worst thing you can see. I mean, it's terrible to watch anybody go through it, but have a family member go through that. It's hard. So I need to find a way to cope with that. And the only thing I could think to do was to go write a song. So the next day I got up after getting a call from my dad about that, and I told this songwriter, I never even met him or anything, just started telling him about my grandmother. I felt like I had to. And he had led hymns in nursing homes growing up, and so did I. So it was something that was just so real to both of us, and we ended up coming up with the song, and it's called Raymond. I work down at Asbury Hills, minimum wage, but it pays the bills, cleaning floors and leading hymns on Sunday. Catherine Davis, room 303, sweetest soul you ever could meet. I bring her morning coffee every day, and she calls me Raymond. She thinks I'm a son, tells me get washed up for supper before your daddy gets home. And she goes on about the weather, how she can't believe it's already 1943. She calls me Raymond, and that's alright by me. She talks about clothes on the line in the summer air, Christmas morning, Thanksgiving prayer, and stories of a family that I never had. Well, sometimes I find myself wishing I'd been there. When she calls me Raymond, she thinks I'm a son, tells me get washed up for supper before your daddy gets home. And she goes on about the weather, how she can't believe it's already 1943. She calls me Raymond, and that's alright by me. There's a small white cross in Arlington, reads a Raymond Davis 71, and says she can see his face again. I'm gonna fill in the best I can. When she calls me Raymond, she thinks I'm a son, tells me get washed up for supper before your daddy gets home. And she goes on about the weather, how she can't believe it's already 1943. She calls me Raymond, and that's alright by me. She calls me Raymond, and that's alright by me.